All righty, we are on live. It's the Aggie Soccer Hour. I'm David Ellis alongside his Texas A&M head coach G Guerrieri. We're coming to you live from Rudy's Barbecue on Harvey Road. If you're out and about driving around, they have been making barbecue all day long. So come on out, get you some of that great Rudy's Barbecue and talk soccer. We're going to, a little later on in the next segment, Eloise Descheneaux, Bella Yakel, and Leah Pirro will be here, our three seniors who will be having their Senior Day celebration on Sunday. A huge game on Sundays. The Aggies take on the Kentucky Wildcats, but the Aggies coming off a really good week with a victory over Missouri and then a 0-0 road tie against number 8 South Carolina. Got to be happy with the results.
Yeah, I was happy with the results, but just as much, actually, even more, I was happy with the just with the way that the players went into both of those games. The game at home against Missouri came out, really, really strong. Score on a great Caitlin Noble goal in the first 3 minutes of the match, and we're in control. And then, out of nothing, a penalty kick is called against us with 2 seconds left on the clock, which is kind of crazy.
In the first half, yes.
In the first half, and so they score a good shot on the penalty shot, and then so it kind of took a little bit of the wind out of our sails. And we still were kind of that way in the first about 6 or 7 minutes of the second half. But again, I was so impressed with the players and the way that they, kind of pulled themselves up and got themselves going, and come back and get a great win. Super job by Holly Storer to go in there and draw the penalty kick, and then for Bella Yakel, one of our guests tonight, to step up as a senior captain does. And bury the shot and win the game for us. And
her first career, second or first career goal? What is it?
That's a question we'll have to ask.
First or second career goal? Second career goal. You had one when you were a freshman. That's right. Yeah.
Every 3 or 4 years.
That's right. Exactly. And it was a
really well taken shot.
It was very well taken, and there was some justice in that, in the sense that.
We deserved it. We deserved to win the game, and Mizzou has had a rough go as far as they've come in second on a lot of matches once the SEC season has started. But they battled, and then Mizzou goes on the road or goes home and gets a draw against Arkansas, which was, I don't think anybody would have expected that. And for our players to go out of the game on Thursday, kind of recover on Friday. Saturday, we have to travel across the country over to South Carolina. Sunday, a Sunday night game, and South Carolina leading the nation right now in attendance, and it was a good crowd, and it was a lot of energy for them. They're trying to hunt for an SEC regular season title, and so for our players to really in the first half we were the better team, controlled the pace, got more chances. Second half, they got a little bit more direct, and but still weren't able to get one past us. Our defense was solid. Mason Veranda in goal was super, and I think again it's just a matter of the team has played so well. Every game they've gotten better and better and better, and it all culminates this Sunday, and we're kind of referring to this as championship week because it's a playoff game for us. It's a game. You win and you get lots of rewards, and you lose and you don't. And so it's a big opportunity for us.
Well, and the other thing that I thought, hats off to Bella James, who took a ball to the face, got a cut over her left eye, I think it was, and
took stitches. They took her into the locker room, stitched her up, and she was like, "Okay, I'm good. Let's go." Our medical people are going, No, not right now, honey.
It looked like the a cover photograph from a WWF WWE.
It looked like someone took a chair to her. Exactly, one of the folding chairs.
Exactly. How many stitches did she end up having?
145. I really don't. I'm not sure. That might be an exaggeration. I'm not sure.
It could possibly be. Yeah. I asked, and I can't remember now. I think she told me either 7 or 9. I can't remember what she said, but it was.
But that's the thing is,
then she played against South Carolina, I think.
But if you've ever had stitches like in your face or on your head, they make those things pretty darn close to each other. So there's more than you would have if it's on your forearm or something, like if on your arm right now.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but but she is one tough mother, and she, they bandaged her up. She had, it looked like she had just and she should have logoed it. She probably could have gotten some sort of NIL deal on that bandage that she had across her head on Sunday. So
he goes out and plays 90 minutes on Sunday.
Yeah, no biggie.
Yeah,
The other one who I was really, really proud of is of all of them, but Hayden Wilson. She went down probably the first weekend of the season. Backpedaling in the warm-up, and goes over the dasher boards and dislocates her elbow. I mean, it's just a really, really painful injury. And she's missed the entire season up until, we're like, it's kind of do or die time. And we've got now Mia is out, and we've got now Tess is out. And what do you think? Can he do it? And she's like, yeah, I can do it. And she did. She stepped right in after she's wearing a big old arm brace on it, but she had a terrific match. She played 90 minutes against Mizzou. Turned around, played another 90 minutes against against the Gamecocks, and was outstanding all the way through. I was really, really happy for her, because when you have things let you down physically, and you can't get out there and play.
Yes,
it's so frustrating. And so for her to finally be able to get that thing and get out there and play well has been awesome.
Credit to the Aggies who like say travel halfway across the country to play after a tough game against Missouri, and then went out there to give the kind of performance they did, and had, like you said, outplayed South Carolina, particularly in the first half, and in portions of the second half as well. Come away with a 0-0 draw against the number 8 team in the country on the road was just a great performance, and they did it when they had to do it.
That's right.
That's what shows so much character, and that's one of the things that has impressed me about this team more than anything else, is the fact that this team, through some of the difficulties that they've had and a lot of frustrations that they've had and some breaks that have gone against them with injuries and just things balls going off a post, is that they have never quit. I mean, they have given it everything they had every time they walked on the pitch.
That's right. And and one of the things that we mentioned in the lead up to the game against South Carolina was, that one of the great things about sport is just the memories that you have with your teammates, and going out and creating those memories is something that you got to savor the opportunity to do that, and then you can look back at great weeks like this, and they'll always have, this is always going to be in their locker for the rest of their lives. And for a team with 11 new starters, getting those memories, getting those experiences behind them that they can build on, and that we can pile one on top of the other and on top of the other, those are really important factors in building this team up.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to take our quick break real quick, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to talk to Eloise Descheneaux, Bella Yakel, Leah Pirro here in just a minute. You're listening to the Aggie Soccer Hour, coming to you live from Rudy's Barbecue on Harvey Road. All righty, we are back at Rudy's Barbecue on Harvey Road. If you're out and about looking for something to eat, I need to tell you that, soccer and barbecue lovers know the perfect brisket needs the right wood, and Rudy smokes all their meats using their delicious signature rubs and 100% oak-fired pits. Get your real Texas barbecue fix today at Rudy's or on the web at rudys.com. All right, one of the things that we do, one of the nights that I really enjoy at Ellis Field is every year when we celebrate our seniors, and we're going to do that again this Sunday afternoon before the Kentucky game. That game, by the way, gets underway at 4 o'clock, so you're going to want to get there early so you can see these seniors honored as they should be on the pitch. And to our immediate left from Bradenton, Florida, is Eloise Descheneaux, and to her left from Long Beach, California, is Bella Yakel, and to her left, down on the very end, actually not a senior, a grad student, if you will.
Wow.
I know. I'm very impressed. Is Leah Pirro, and they have all three made such major contributions to Texas A&M soccer during their time here at A&M. And I wanted to ask, so all three of you, we got Florida, California, California. Okay. So you've been here in Texas now you've been here for 4 years. It seems like about 12, but it's been
all right now.
But you've been here you've been here 4 years, Eloise, and then Bella and Leah. Leah's been here 2 years, and Bella her first year here. What is different about what you thought College Station, Texas A&M, and Texas in general was going to be like versus what you found it to be? And Eloise, we'll start with you.
I mean, I kind of knew what A&M and College Station was like just coming here as a kid. But but I think just one of the biggest things is just like seeing how nice everyone is and how welcoming everyone is. It's truly amazing. Like they always tell you, but to experience it like firsthand, it's amazing.
Bella, what about you? What's the thing that's the most different than what you thought it would be like?
Honestly, coming in, I had really no expectations of what it was going to be like, but kind of the main thing for me was the culture around the school and like just the winning culture in all the sports in general, and then the community and how the community revolves around the school and the support around us.
Yeah, it is. I mean, this is sort of the prototypical college town in a lot of ways. I mean, Texas A&M is it in this community, and everybody seems like it's not the case, but it seems like everybody to some degree or another is attached to Texas A&M in some way or another. Leah, what about you?
I'm going to go with what Elle said, too, just how nice people are. Not going to lie, Californians, not that nice. So just, like, walking around and just having random people, like, say hi to you or smile at you, like, it was such a culture shock, I feel like. Like, it was the least thing, like, I did not expect that at all.
So that howdy thing is real, right?
Oh, my gosh, yes. Everywhere you go, someone says howdy. And the first time I heard it, I was like, were you, like, talking to me? Like, I'm confused.
You just didn't know. You're just going, what's going on here?
Yes.
Wow. See, and I hear that, and, you know, growing up in Texas and then being here for, well, pushing 40 years, I guess, it doesn't even, it's amazing to me. I'll tell y'all a quick story, and then I got another question. So when A&M joined the Big 12, the SEC came from the Big 12 and joined the SEC. I remember the first time we went to Tennessee, it was we were actually playing a Tennessee and Florida in a round robin thing, and we were going to join the SEC the next year. And I'm walking down the street. I had to go to an ATM. We're in Knoxville, and I'm walking down the street. And this guy says, "Well, I see y'all going to join the SEC, huh?" And I went, "Yes, sir, we are." And he goes, "Well, we don't need you, but welcome anyway."
Oh my gosh!
And I kind of thought, all righty, okay, well. So, what's the thing that you will take away from Texas A&M? The memory that one or two memories that you have that will stay with you about your experience. And we'll start down at the other end with you this time, Leah.
I would say just honestly the locker room in general. Like these girls are so amazing and so sweet and genuinely like a part of my family now, and just the memories that we have created, not just on the field, but like specifically off the field. It's such an amazing group of girls, and I think that's something that's like I'm going to look back on, and for the rest of my life, I know I'm going to miss that.
Yeah. Bella, what about you?
I think same thing. Just this team has been amazing, and everyone is so much fun to be around, and being able to play the best teams in the country surrounded by the best group of girls has been amazing. And
y'all have played them very, very well. I'm sitting there. I look at the RPI. We look at number 3, number 4, number 5, and I'm going, we tie these people, or we're within one goal of all of them. I mean, you guys have played so well against some of the very, very best teams in the country. What are you going to take back with you?
Yeah, I'm going to go off
Eloise, I should say. It's like people are listening. They're going, who are you talking to? Eloise.
Yeah, I would just go with like the relationships I've made, like everyone in the team, and also like coaches, support staff, like everyone. Like I'm truly going to take these like into my next chapter of life, and I know that they'll have my back wherever I go, and that's just like really nice to know, and I feel like you don't really get that anywhere else.
You brought up a great question. My very next question. What is, for each one of you, the next chapter? And Bella, I'll let you go first this time.
Hopefully professional soccer. I think that's one of my biggest goals in life, and coming into Texas A&M, I was kind of 50-50 about it, but after playing this season and just realizing how much I love soccer, I really want to go professional now.
Weezy, what about you?
I've signed with a Big Four firm for an internship next spring, so I'm doing that, and hopefully I get a full-time offer, and if not, I don't know.
Big Four as in accounting?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All righty. Leah, what about you?
Move back home to Idaho, and then I think I'm going to be a teacher.
What level?
Elementary school.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. You're going to be able to put up with the little Rugrats all day long?
I think so, yes.
All right. What grade, you know?
I don't know yet. I want to do like 3rd or 4th, though.
Okay. So they're getting a little bit of sense.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Good. I going back to my my role as granddad here, and all of our grandkids are in that age range, and I'm sitting there, oh my gosh, I'm glad we can leave from time to time. I've forgotten all about that. So, all right, you're going into a huge game, and I didn't play soccer, I played baseball, but I used to love to play in games where it mattered, where this is, you go into a game and it's like the 7th game of the World Series or something. I mean, you have to win. I mean, what's your attitude, y'all's attitude, going into a game like this? Leah, we'll take it your end down there.
I think for us, we talk a lot about championship games, and this is a championship game for us. That means it's a championship week of training. So just going into it with the mindset of, like, you have everything to gain, nothing to lose. So
Right.
come into it with intensity and leave it all out on the field, because ultimately, like, if you don't win, like, this could be our last game.
Yeah. Bella, what about you?
I think it's really exciting that we still have something to play for, and then also just our last home game all together. Like, it's really something special, and I think that the team will rally behind us and help us get us this win.
Eloise?
Yeah, I think the team's really excited about it. I mean, obviously it's a really big game, and I think we're just being really intentional with practice this week and leading up to it.
So is this something, I mean, you guys have purposefully talked about this in terms of, all right, how do you realize the importance that this is a vital game? We have to win this game without causing that to get you too tight to play. I mean, that's kind of seems like it's kind of a fine line, right? Eloise?
Yeah, no, for sure. I feel like our team does a good job of, like, making sure we're excited about the game and not putting, like, too much pressure on ourselves, and, like, just playing because it's, like, fun for us and we like doing it, and we know it's a big game and we're going to perform when it matters.
Yeah, and I mean, both of you guys, all of y'all have played in big games before. What's it like on game day for a big game? Do you get a little bit more? Do you get nervous? Is it extra adrenaline? Kind of, what is it, Bella?
I think for me, I do definitely feel a little nervous, but whenever I do get that feeling, I feel like it makes me play even better. I like running off that adrenaline, and just the excitement overall, that really gets me going.
Leah, what about you? I mean, you played in a bunch of big ones.
Yeah, I think for me, the older I've gotten, the less nerves seem to hit, and it's more so excitement.
Yeah.
And it's like Bella said, like that adrenaline rush, like it's a very intense, exciting environment to play in. And for me, it's not so much nerves as it is just like hyping everyone up around me.
Yeah. Okay, so let me ask you this. Speaking of getting hyped up before a game and just getting really wound up, is there anybody, or are there some on the team where you just got to go, oh my gosh, she's about to go crazy? I mean, she just really gets really, really, really wound up for this stuff. Is there somebody that you can think of that's kind of like that before a game?
Bella Yakel, maybe?
Yeah, definitely Bella.
Now, Bella's sitting there she's almost going to sleep. No, I mean,
I don't know.
I feel like Reese.
Yeah, Reese.
Shay.
Yeah, Shay. Shay's
Okay.
a good one. Yeah.
She does.
We'll go with those
Shay
two.
Ryan, Reese Root, you're
Yes.
talking about?
Yes.
Both of them get pretty wound up before a game.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, they definitely bring the energy.
Yeah, they bring the energy to
Do
the
they?
locker room
Oh,
for
yes.
sure.
Is it? Do you find, like the night before a game, where is it harder to sleep? Do you think about things, or are you just kind of just cool with it? I mean, like I say, Bella's about to go to sleep now, but I mean, she's just about as calm as you get. But or maybe you just hide it well. Is that the way it is, Bella?
I think it can go either way. I mean, for me, the night before games, I usually sleep very well.
Do you?
Yeah,
He
surprisingly.
always sleeps well.
So, what is your blood pressure? About 60 over 40? I mean, you're just very, very calm. Just very kind of. But I mean, playing center back, you kind of have to be that way. I mean, you're right there in the middle of it, and plus you're the senior person of that group. I mean, well, first of all, you've kind of got two freshmen out there, and then Hattie, that's a junior. But I mean, you're the one with the most experience, and you've been out there every minute of every game. So you kind of have to maintain that kind of cool demeanor, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. I'm going to ask you one other question, Bella, and then I'll let you nod off. But I'm giving you a hard time. What were your thoughts going into that PK that you took?
Honestly, well, I know I gave up that handball in the first half, so going up to that PK, it honestly didn't even cross my mind until after I took it, and I was like, wow, it feels good to redeem myself for that, and then having that be the game winner, it really meant a lot, and getting my first goal as well. Yeah. That's good.
So, Eloise, your role, what is your role on the sideline in terms of what you're trying to do over there?
Yeah, I mean, I just try to be as positive as I can be. Like, people play better when, they have their team behind them, so I just really try to be that person that, hypes everyone up, gives people confidence, and just let them know that they're playing well and that they can do whatever they want to do.
Yeah. And Leah, for you, I mean, you've started some games, you've come off the bench for some games. When they tell you to get loose and get ready to go in, is there anything that you talk to a coach before you go in, or are they talking to you about what they want you to do? And then, going from standing there on the sideline, being involved in the game, but then going out on the pitch, what's that like for you?
It just kind of depends. I feel like most of the time it's more so they're just telling me who I'm going in for, and occasionally throughout the game they'll come up, and if they see something that they want fixed, they'll say it to the people who play that position.
Yeah.
But more so than not, it's more so just you focus on where you're going to go in, the possible positions that you can go in, and see what's happening there, so that way you're fully engaged when you finally do go in and you know what to do.
Well, I got to tell you, folks, it's 4 o'clock Sunday afternoon. It's the biggest game of the year, Texas A&M and Kentucky. These three and every one of those Aggie soccer players that's going to be wearing the jersey over there deserves your support. You need to be out there. I can't tell you how important the 12th man is to the success of this team, and you need to be out there. It's going to be a huge, huge game as the Aggies take on the Kentucky Wildcats. So I want to say thanks once again to Eloise Descheneaux, Bella Yakel, and Leah Pirro over here on the very end. Thank you, ladies, for taking time to come out here. We appreciate it. And we'll be right back with more of the Aggie Soccer Hour right after this. All righty, we are back at Rudy's Barbecue on Harvey Road. It's the Aggie Soccer Hour with Texas A&M head coach G Guerrieri. I want to remind you, if you haven't downloaded the 12th Man mobile app, you can get it today. Get the latest news, video, live in-game audio, and in-venue promotions from Texas A&M Athletics. But you can buy, transfer, manage your tickets inside the app. Visit 12thman.com/app today and go mobile with a B, and gig 'em. All righty. We are joined by who, in my book, is the best soccer SID.
It's consensus
in the country, and this is my 17th year of doing Texas A&M soccer. And for how many years have you been here?
I think this is year 14.
Wow. Yeah, in his 14th season as SIZ for soccer. His official title is Senior Associate Communications Director for Texas A&M Athletics. But we all know him as TD. Thomas Dick is just, again, I mean, I get stuff from all the SIDs in the SEC, plus whoever else we happen to play, and the stuff that Thomas puts out is just the best there is. And we are very, very blessed to have him. And we asked him here because we have got...
Well, he has a story to tell.
Yes, he does. Yes,
he has a great story to tell.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. But also he might have some statistics.
I just woke up this morning to a text about this tiebreaker mess hard. You want to come talk about it?
So what?
And I was like, okay.
So, all right. Well, first of all, I texted that to you at about 8 o'clock in the morning. I mean, you should have been waking up at that time. I figured you were at work. I mean, what do I know? But at any rate, there's a lot of ifs, ands, and buts, and gazintas, and all kinds of things involved in this close race for the 11th and 12th spots in the SEC tournament, and that involve Auburn, Texas A&M, and Florida. And first thing we know is that the Aggies need to win.
Yeah, a loss is bad.
A loss is bad. Usually is, but particularly bad Saturday.
A tie is bad if Auburn ties or wins. If Auburn loses, ties okay. It's not what we're looking for, but it gets us to another day.
Right. It would probably put us in the SEC tournament potential. Yeah, it would.
It would.
Yeah.
And then the tiebreaker, we lose all tiebreakers to Auburn. So if we finish, right now we both have 8 points. So if they tie, we tie, we're out. If they win, we win, we are out unless Florida loses. If that's a 3-way tie. Basically what you're doing, all the matches start at 2 o'clock on Sunday except for ours starts at 4. So you're rooting for Auburn to lose and you're rooting for Florida to lose. And then we'll take care of our business.
And if that happens, if they both lose and we win, we'll actually move up another notch.
Yeah.
And that would cause either Florida or Auburn to be out of the tournament.
Probably Auburn would go out because they'd have 9 points.
No,
Florida
would be out with 13.
Oh, Florida with 13. Okay.
Or would they be in 13th place?
Yeah.
So that's the math. The SEC rarely does this. I must have been nice to them this year. They actually sent the tiebreaker scenarios ahead of time. Because when we were on the bus after the match on Sunday, my ear actually started bleeding from all the math I was trying to do. And I went to go see a doctor.
Because you went to see a doctor, and that's what he said? That was the cause?
He said it was either
math-induced?
He said it was either an ear infection or the math. I think it was the math.
All right. So one of the other
things.
No,
you said math, like M-A-F. M-A-T-H, right? Okay.
Yeah, not the math, the math.
No, gotcha. Okay.
So one of the other things
we've gone downhill really fast here. I told you he had a story.
I know he did, and so
when people are looking at the back of the bus, they're like, "You figured this out?" I was like, "No, I have not." I was like,
I don't know.
There's a lot of ones and two.
You got to carry the one, and there's all kinds of things involved. So now, one thing you have to know about TD is that he will take off on these trips. He missed one of my favorite trips that he takes every year, which is to go down to the Turkey Trot down in Pirro, Texas, and try to bring Rudy Begonia home.
Yeah. I'm old. I'm old now. About 10 years ago, I would have, but we got back from
LSU
at 4:30 in the morning, and that race starts at like 9:30.
Yeah.
And I was doing the math in my head.
Again.
I would have ended up in a ditch somewhere I would have gotten past the Snook Cemetery, so I would have gotten past there.
But Texas AD might be there. You never know.
At some point I would have crashed, and that wouldn't have been good. So I slept all that day. I slept like 12 hours, and because I missed it, and I didn't even look up the results. I was so upset that I didn't. I've been there 3 times, and it's fun. I want to say they chase these poor turkeys with like rowing paddles and stuff, but the turkeys enjoy it. You can tell. You can see
the smile on their beak.
It's one of my favorite sporting events to go to.
Yeah.
So
I never knew.
No,
I never knew the turkeys
enjoyed
it.
You've always gone to Wurstfest as well. Now, Wurstfest. I went to Wurstfest 30 years ago. I haven't been to Wurstfest in a long time. Is that where the Wiener Nationals are as well?
No, that's separate.
That's at Zilker Park. I think I keep getting something in my social feed about Wiener National, probably because my wife has a dachshund, but the whole thing of Wiener Nationals coming up, and I didn't know if that was so. If you haven't figured this out, so Thomas is, there's always been Texas Country Reporter. Thomas is like Texas Festival Reporter.
Yeah, I don't go to the big stuff. Like I hate crowds, so you won't catch me at the Texas State Fair. I just like to I like being places where people are happy, and at these small festivals, like the whole town all year looks forward to this event.
Yep.
So I'm just with a bunch of happy people. After a while, they drink a little bit, and they start.
Yeah, some are not.
But
as
I
happy,
leave before
right?
the brews kick in. So. But yeah, the worst fest. It's always an issue though, because if we make a deep run, I'm going. I have to go in the middle of the week.
Right.
Whereas if we're not in the SEC championship game, I can go on Sunday, and that's when it's full.
Well, I remember in the spring you've gone to like the watermelon thump. Where's that?
Luling.
Luling, Texas.
Luling, Texas, right? With the watermelon on the water tower.
Yeah,
right.
Which is interesting.
Well, I grew up in Ohio, where all the festivals are in the summer. Well, you can't go outside here in the summer, so you can't have a festival outside. Luling's one of the rare ones that's in the summer, and I went to the festival, and I'm walking around, and I'm just soaked, and I lasted about 2 hours. But I did watch someone broke a seed spitting record.
Wow!
So I witnessed that. So in my obituary, which is going to be pretty long, it's going to be in there.
I think that like Thomas Jefferson left off like President of the United States and put like seed spitting winner of his county.
And I like state capitals, and we went to Baton Rouge and Columbia recently, and I've already been to those. Like we have to leave the conference.
So how many?
How
many do you still have to go?
I have 14 left.
Okay, all right.
I'm in the 36 state capitals.
So
they call them domers.
Is that what a domer is?
That's what a domer is.
Okay.
It's someone who's been to every state capital.
So you went to you didn't go to the Louisiana State Capitol this time, but I mean, there's some cool stuff over there. I mean, they had Huey Long get shot there in the Capitol.
Well, he got shot at the old one that looks like medieval times.
Yeah, which is just a block from the hotel where we stayed. Yeah,
good food trucks over there at the new one, not at the old one, but.
And Huey Long had the red team in the joust.
Probably part of the reason for the assassination.
So what's the next big road trip for you coming up?
Well, I'm looking towards Christmas. I'm thinking of driving home to Ohio. I don't like airplanes. Fat people don't fly well, so I try to drive. You fit in the seat better. So I'm looking to drive home to Ohio, and I have it mapped out. Some sporting events to go to, and some Christmas tree lightings and stuff. So
cool. And so, what other sports do you cover for Texas A&M?
Well, I got rid of baseball. I was like, I can't do 70 games a year. And they're like, how about you be a staff writer? And I wrote for a year. I was doing like 2 features a week. And then they looked at the numbers, and they're like, no one reads stuff. So that was
Which is too bad, because there were some really good features.
Yeah, there were.
I mean, I say that no joking at all. I mean, really enjoyed reading a lot of them.
Yeah, we've dumbed down the education system, so no one reads anymore. It's just got to be big pictures. So now they added sports back. So now I do women's tennis. Really good team, runner-up last year, NCAA, national championship 2 years ago. And I do men's golf. So basically in the spring, I'm more busy than when I did baseball. So
because you have 2 sports.
Yeah, because I have 2 sports. So I think they did the bait and switch on me. I didn't see it coming, and they got me.
So do you travel with tennis and golf?
I do not. They have limited budgets for travel. So
okay.
Yeah, and a lot of that stuff you're just following staff programs online. So I refresh. It used to be Golf Stat. Now it's called Clipped Golf. I'm hitting refresh every 10 minutes.
To keep up with the stats.
Just to keep up with what's going on. So.
And one of our former soccer players has a brother who now plays golf for Texas A&M.
Yeah, Aaron Pounds. He won his first tournament of his career to open the season at the Gopher Invitational up in Minnesota. So he's now ranked number 44 in the country right now. So
and it couldn't happen to a better guy and a better family. Just wonderful.
Brother
family.
of Haley Pounds, for those of you who
and Taylor, both of them,
and Taylor, of course, duh, and so he's the third Aggie who will play collegiate sports at Texas A&M, and Aaron's off to a great start for the Aggies, and the golf program, men's golf program, and women's golf program, for that matter, going very, very well. And I'm sure a lot of it has to do with the writing that you're putting out that ultimately attracts all these recruits.
And good news for baseball fans, we might be getting we have an opening for a baseball SID, and our 2 options are an older fellow from a different school, or we have an all-star student worker who's like a senior right now, and we're sort of leaning towards him getting it because he's all in on it, and he'd be here for 10 years. Here's the thing: I was baseball SID for 10 years. As soon as I left, people don't realize how awful that spot is, and they just keep recycling. People keep lasting 1 year. I'm
Because
I lasted with G for 14 years.
Yeah,
who knew?
Yeah, like who knew? So I think it's just because I have a low threshold of pain, or a high threshold of pain. So they want me to train the new guy. So I might be doing some baseball this year.
Okay. So how did you get into this business?
I graduated from college and I couldn't find a job, and that's how it happened. I did, and someone said Kevin Rupel, he was the SID at the school I went to, Baldwin Wallace, outside of Cleveland. They're like, he's looking for an intern. I was like, I don't have a job. I'll go there, and he paid me like $1,000 a month, and he got me a dining hall pass, and that was
the cincher, huh?
That was a cincher. So I did that for a year, and then I just kept moving. And up until I got here, I would leave a job every 6 years because I want to see different parts of the world. And then I got locked into the Texas retirement system.
Yeah.
And
Well, because you came here from the University
of TSIPs. I worked for the TSIPs. So.
Yeah. And you did baseball there?
I did baseball there. I worked with Aggie Soccer and did some basketball. Worked with Rick Barnes. So.
Yeah. So what is your favorite sport? I mean, as a
NASCAR.
spectator.
I used to have a NASCAR podcast.
So, yeah, this guy is the round racer, loves NASCAR, and had a NASCAR podcast called
Loose Lug Nuts.
Loose Lug Nuts, which was really, really good. Are y'all gonna reconstitute that, you think?
If I get fired, it's a backup plan.
The fallback. The fallback is a NASCAR podcast.
Yeah. It's a lot of hard work.
In show business, I think they say it's in hiatus.
Yeah, it was. You wouldn't, if you want to do a well-researched podcast. It's amazing how much work goes into it, and I appreciate podcasters. Not some of the podcasters, but the good podcasters. I appreciate the work they put into it.
So and how long do you think you'll be continuing to do this? What's the future hold? Are you gonna keep doing SID work?
The Texas retirement system said I can quit in 4 years, 4 months,
but who's counting?
But who's counting? That's exactly right. Yeah. So people don't know that during the course of a game,
everyone's leaving because you should get the
people don't know what goes on during the game. I mean, you when you're up in the soccer press box, I mean, you've got somebody up there who's supposed to be keeping stats, right?
Yeah,
but you're supervising all this stuff, right?
I really can't. A lot of sports they supervise, but for some reason, soccer is one of the sports where like, no, you got to do the stats. So I have a person who inputs, and I call everything that happens. So when G's mad that I didn't call it a shot, I look at replays and look at angles and try to figure out what's going on. But it's really hard to do because in this past year, officials they blow the whistle a lot for no reason at all, which they used to not do, and they now sometimes give out cards without actually showing the card to anybody.
Yeah,
and stuff like that. So a lot of this stuff, like the match will be over, and we have to get it signed by the official that everything's correct on the sheet. And they'll be like, we handed out 5 cards, and it's like, well, that's weird because you showed 2.
It happens the same thing to me because I'm following stat broadcast up there, which is what the stuff that you're generating, and I'm sitting there going, later on, I look at the end of the first half and I'm going, we had somebody get a card in the first half.
Yeah, they used to hold it up really high like this, and now they're like they're ashamed to hand it out.
Yeah, well, sometimes they like to show off penalty kicks and all the theatrics that go along with anything instant replay.
But the system's pretty cool. There's a lot of buttons you hit, like once you learn how to do it, it's pretty cool. But yeah, the old system, it was DOS, and you just typed in numbers and stuff.
And so you've got, is it like a student worker that's up there?
No, it's someone who works in the sport management program as a professor does it.
Oh, okay. That actually does the
inputting. Yeah.
Does the inputting, but you're calling out what?
And then I have a video stream that I could hit backwards on and replay stuff
to make sure that the scoring gets done properly. It's interesting. It's fascinating stuff because it comes to me. Of course, and to you for that matter. If you can't go to a game, you can go to statbroadcast.com. You can find the game. It's a really simple system to find the game that you're looking for, and it's a way to follow along. And it's real time stuff. I mean, you see who got the shot, whether it was on frame or whatever the case is, and it gives you cumulative stats, and then you can get detailed breakdowns of everything. It's a really good system. And but it just and I mean, I have it right in front of me, so I know what's going on. I'm not looking at the scoreboard down there, because sometimes those are a little different. I've found.
Yeah.
They don't pick up the exact same.
Well, one of the things that I've enjoyed over is like I've been a walker for a while, so I'll put in my AirPods and go out for a walk in the spring during baseball games, and I enjoy listening to Andrew Monaco. I think he does a great job with baseball broadcast. And when you were on as his color guy, I mean, I had to stop sometimes because my sides were hurting a little bit with the quick puns and everything else that was coming in. And I haven't had a chance to really, obviously, I haven't had a chance to listen to many of the soccer games because I'm usually busy.
You're working.
But I've heard, from my wife will listen because they'll turn you guys up and they'll turn down the local clowns on the Plus broadcast on television broadcast, and she's talked about how just you guys seem to be having too much fun during a match.
We do. We have an absolute blast, and there are things that Thomas has said that it's all I can do to keep it together. I mean, it's just funny, and I can't really actually repeat here some of the things that are the funniest things that he says, but I have absolutely have had a blast working with him with TDS doing color on the road.
And now you guys are doing the radio broadcast for the game on Sunday.
Yes, we will be. It will be Jeff
game.
Gibbon and I.
Okay.
TD will be
I
over there.
Stats. I can't.
He's
right.
over there.
Sorry.
He's doing stats, and Jeff Gibbon and I will have the broadcast on Sunday, which again, 4:00 start against Kentucky for the Aggies. A huge game in terms of bearing on the SEC tournament. And if you get a chance, go to AggieSoccer.com or the 12th Man Athletics site. Thomas just puts out great stuff, and I mean I mean it sincerely. He is the best soccer SID in the country as far as I'm concerned. I wouldn't trade him for the world. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back right after this. You're listening to the Aggie Soccer Hour with Texas A&M head coach G Guerrieri. It's the Aggie Soccer Hour with Texas A&M head coach G Guerrieri. I'm David Ellis, and glad you're tuning in tonight, coming out to Rudy's. And by the way, they still got plenty of great barbecue over there. They've been cooking it all day. You may as well eat it. I'm going to get me some right after the show's over with. And I also need to tell you about the coming up in this match Sunday against Kentucky. You're going to celebrate our seniors. That ceremony is going to get underway at 3:45. It's a 12th Man Rewards double point event. It is a 12th Man Rewards check-in giveaway. Going to be giving away cowboy hats. Going to have the Aggie Soccer Kids Zone there from 3 to 4 in the northeast corner. Going to have the typical the stuff we normally have out there: inflatable funds, face painting, balloon twisting, all kinds of good things. And you can buy one ticket and get one free. One ticket, get one or less of less or equal value free. All you have to do is visit 12thman.com/soccer tickets, and you can buy it right now. All right, G, I was looking through statistics today, and I have got a question here that I do not understand.
Okay.
I was looking at penalty kicks of all things.
You mean like why a penalty kick or?
No. Penalty kick stats. How many penalty kicks teams have taken this season in the SEC? And we have been awarded one penalty kick, which we made.
And we were very grateful for.
Yes, we were. After some others that should have been awarded, but we're not. But don't get me started on that. And then Vanderbilt has taken one penalty kick. Tennessee has taken one, and Missouri has taken one, and those
which was against us.
You're correct. And then there are several teams that have taken 3 penalty kicks, and then there are 2 teams that have taken 6. Auburn and Florida have both been awarded 6 penalty kicks.
Wow.
Kentucky has been awarded 12 penalty kicks. Mm-hmm. How the heck is that? How can a team?
Well, it's an interesting coincidence. It's just that there are some coaches in our league that would say that there are dark arts at play, that there are players looking to draw penalty kicks and potentially, are excellent actors or else are very reckless in the way that they go about things. And I don't know that I'm not saying that. I'm saying that they've got 2 great players that play on the wings, Alexis Talinda, number 9, and Tanner Strickland, number 10. They're both very good dribblers, and they're very good in tight spaces. And they both do a very good job of getting people squared up, going left, right, putting the ball in behind, and then just funny how they get hit by their leg a lot, and they go down really well. And Strickland's got like big hair, so when she hits, it bounces, and it's even more theatrical. And then to watch her celebrate after the referee gives a penalty kick is kind of interesting too.
Yeah, I did.
Like she was trying to do that.
I did.
But I'm
see
not
that.
saying that.
No, you're not. Of course, you didn't say that, and I'll vouch for you. But for one team to have 12 penalty kicks and to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other teams have one,
But it's a great way to manufacture goals.
Sure,
you know,
absolutely.
Goals are hard to come at. The other thing that they do great because of those two great players are they lead the nation in corner kicks, which is another way to manufacture goals. And so you've got to give their coaching staff credit for finding any way to find a way to win. And I think that there's a lot of ways to skin a cat, and This is how the Wildcats are doing it.
Yep, you're right. I mean, they have taken 144 corner kicks. The next team with the next highest total is Oklahoma, that's taken 102.
Yep. Big game, 4:00.
Absolutely.
3:45 with the senior thing, and only 3 seniors on this 27-player roster. So come on out, celebrate these guys because they're special.
All right, that's going to do it for us. Aggie Soccer Hour. Thanks for listening, everybody, and gig 'em.